At you with another video here for the NBA main slate here on Friday. We got a pretty big slate here, so let's not waste any time. Last night, obviously, probably the worst slate I've seen in a while, and yeah, I only entered $10 because just a really ugly slate. There's 3 blowouts, so I don't think there's any need to go over the lineup from yesterday. But yeah, let's get into the slate for today. So at the top here, we got Westbrook at 11-4. The match is pretty good here against Chicago. So I definitely think he is in play. There is some blowout risk. The Bulls, definitely not the best team, but if this game stays close, I think Westbrook's certainly in play. And then we got Steph Curry here. The Golden State-Milwaukee game looks very, very appealing to me. Let's see. It is a 240 over-under with a pick'em. So highest over-under of the night, and the game should stay close. So Steph Curry, Eric Bledsoe, definitely viable today. I definitely think you want a couple pieces in this game. So those two I'm definitely considering. Let's see. So Ben Simmons, we got the news that Joel Embiid is out. So that boosts the appeal big time of Ben Simmons and Jimmy Butler. I think you definitely should play one. You could play both too if you want to. So Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler, certainly. I think you should play at least one of them. Their usage is going to go through the roof. Let's see. De'Aaron Fox. The price is a little up there, but the match was pretty good here against Cleveland, and this game should stay close. So I do kind of like him at 7.7. Jamal Murray with no Gary Harris. The matchup can't get any better than the Hornets, and he's basically going to play the whole game. So Jamal Murray, I definitely think he is in play at 7.1. Collison, the price is up there, but he's been paying it off every single time. I don't think I would go there just because, again, price is getting up there, but he's been playing very good here with no Oladipo. Lonzo Ball at 5.7. Intriguing because he played basically the whole game last time against the Spurs. Put up 37 fantasy points. I don't expect him to put up that high again, but 5.7, not a bad salary for him. And then as far as cheap point guards, not a whole lot. The full Phoenix situation with Melton and Elliot Kobo, they were in play yesterday because the slate was so bad. It was only 3 games today. On such a large slate, there's better value, so I wouldn't even mess with those guys. Jamal Crawford, I would just stay away from Phoenix in general. They're just again, just a huge mess. So definitely stay away from Phoenix in my opinion. DeRozan, they actually just played the Lakers, and he had a very good game, close to 50 fantasy points. So in the matchup against the Lakers this season, he's done very well. Early in the season, he had a big game too. So DeRozan, I think he's definitely in play at 8.9. Let's see, again, so Jimmy Butler here, I think you should play at least one of the two of Jimmy Butler and Ben Simmons. If I had to pick between the two, I think I would lean Jimmy Butler just, again, because the price is cheaper on him at 7.4. That's a very good salary for Jimmy Butler. So I think if I had to choose, I would choose Jimmy Butler. Again, Bledsoe, him and Steph Curry, certainly in play here this game. I do really like the Golden State-Milwaukee game. Again, the highest over-under of the night. Same thing here with Middleton at 6.7. He was out last game, so the salary has dropped a good amount. And I do expect, again, this game to be close and Middleton to push, for 35-plus minutes. So I think he's certainly in play as well. So we got the Kings guards in Buddy Hield and Bogdanovich. Again, the matchup against Cleveland, pretty good matchup here. So I think, playing one of those two would not be a bad idea. If I had to choose, I guess it would basically be a coin flip. Both of them are definitely good plays, so a coin flip there. Let's see. As far as cheap shooting guards, Tyreek has burned me too many times, and he's not closing in the fourth quarter. I just can't do it. So today will probably be the day he goes off, but I just can't do that. Let's see. Cheap point guards. Derek White, but he's not really seeing the minutes. Yeah, I don't think there's much here for the cheap shooting guards. So let's move on to small forward. And again, Giannis here at 11.1. I think he's certainly in play for one of the spend-ups on the slate. Again, this game I would want to target. It's a late-night hammer, so Giannis to Antetokounmpo certainly in play at 11.1. LeBron at 10.8. We saw he had that big game against the Spurs last time. I think I would just prefer to pay the extra $300 for Giannis. And then Durant, definitely in play as well. Again, this game should stay close, highest over-under. So Durant, Giannis would probably be two of the spend-ups at small forward that I would consider. Kawhi, I mean, again, the match is pretty good here against Brooklyn, but Toronto's pretty deep when everyone's healthy, and there's blowout risk there, so I don't know if I would go Kawhi. Paul George, he did have that huge game against last game against Brooklyn. I don't think I want to chase it. I mean, I only really consider Paul George when Westbrook's out, so I think I would look elsewhere than Paul George. Let's see. As far as, Phoenix, again, if I could trust them to keep it close, I would like Josh Jackson, but I just can't trust Phoenix right now, so I don't think you should risk playing any Suns. So JaMychal Green, I do really like the salary at 4.5, and he's starting to see pretty consistent minutes. I know, some of those minutes are because Jaren Jackson gets in foul trouble, but I think he's got a floor of like 23 minutes or so with upside. And, they might need him out there to guard Anthony Davis a bit here. So JaMychal Green at 4.5K, we see he does have huge upside. So I do really like that play today. Let's see, Bielitsa, I don't think we can go there because Marvin Bagley is expected to be back. So that kind of makes him out of play for me. Okay, let's move on to power forward. So Anthony Davis, again, I think I would just rather play Giannis or Kevin Durant. The matchup against Memphis, I don't like targeting players against Memphis, and it's a big slate, so I think I'll look elsewhere. Sabonis, so he's questionable. So if he ends up being out, that would definitely boost Miles Turner. I think he would see a few more minutes, and maybe Kyle Quinn would be in play for value, but I definitely think if Sabonis is out, that would boost Miles Turner. Let's see. So Jaren Jackson Jr., again, I don't think you can trust him. He gets in foul trouble almost every night. Does have upside. So GPPs, if you're a GPP guy, you definitely want to take a shot on Jackson because he has immense upside. But if you're a one lineup guy like me, I'm staying away from him. Let's see. So Marvin Bagley, it says he's questionable. They do expect him to play as probable. So if he's not going to see a minutes limit, if there's information that Bagley's going to play his full allotment of minutes, then I absolutely love him at 5.3. So we just kind of have to wait for that news. There isn't really any news that he's going to be limited. So if he's going to be playing his normal minutes, then I really like Marvin Bagley at 5.3. Let's see. Okay, so we got news that Hassan Whiteside for the Heat is out. So that's going to boost a lot here for a guy like Bam Adebayo here at 4.2. So I definitely think it's viable today to play both Heat bigs. So let's go to Miami real quick. Yeah, the matchup against Phoenix is so good, and Miami they don't have a lot of bigs. So Bam, Kelly Olynyk, both of them are cheap, and both should be thrust into some pretty big minutes here. I don't think Haslam's going to play. I don't think Matin will play. James Johnson will get some minutes. Maybe Derrick Jones Jr., but to me, really, it's Bam Adebayo and it's Kelly Olynyk. They're just too cheap for this matchup. They're going to play, a lot of minutes here. I think it's certainly viable to play both. So Bam, Kelly O, I love for value plays today. Let's see. So so Mike Muscala here at 3.8. We got news that Embiid's out. So my initial guess would be Mike Muscala benefits the most. I do think he'll see minutes bump close to 30 minutes. And this guy does have some upside when he gets some consistent minutes. So Mike Muscala, another value play I really like. Let's go to Philadelphia here and look at the other bigs. So Wilson Chandler, more just a wing, not really a big. Jonah Bolden, I don't know if he'll crack the rotation. So really, it's Muscala and definitely Amir Johnson. If he picks up the start, I think he's in play for salary relief. I think Muscala would probably see more consistent minutes, so I think I would just rather play the extra 800 for Muscala. But Amir Johnson at minimum salary, definitely in play. I think it's definitely viable to play both if you want to do that. Okay, so let's see. Were there any other cheap bigs that I wanted to talk about? I think that's it. So Draymond is, let's see, is he out? So he's questionable right now. So Draymond, plays, that kind of limits, a lot of those Golden State bigs. If he's out, then, maybe Looney or Jerebko you could go to for salary relief. But again, I really think Bam, Kelly O, and Mike Muscala, and even Amir Johnson are, elite value plays today. So as far as the center goes, Jokic, I said I love targeting centers against the Hornets. We saw what Cat did to them just a couple days ago. So Jokic, definitely I would consider today as one of my spend ups. Then Drummond with Embiid out should have his way against Amir Johnson, Mike Muscala. 8.6 is a pretty good salary, so Drummond I would consider as well. Let's see. Tristan Thompson, he's been playing out of his mind and seeing all the minutes he can handle, but he's just priced up there where I think I'll look elsewhere. Willie Cauley-Stein, only for me if Bagley's out, but Bagley's probable, so I don't think I could go Willie Cauley-Stein. Let's see. As far as the really cheap centers, Valanciunas, he did have that huge game in limited time in 18 minutes, put up 40 fantasy points. So this guy does always have upside for GPPs and a decent salary, 4.6. I think you could look his way again for GPPs. And yeah, I think that's going to do it. Okay, so I am going to give my core today just because there's a lot of really good value plays that I'm pretty excited about. So let's start at power forward and let's go Kelly Olynyk. Again, this guy with Whiteside out, he was already seeing good minutes with Whiteside in. With Whiteside out, I do expect him to play 30 plus minutes. And, he's a pretty high usage guy when he's out there. He's going to shoot the ball a decent amount. So I think he has huge upside at 4K, so I do really like him. And then, Bam Adebayo here. Again, I think it's certainly viable to play both these bigs against Phoenix. So Bam, Kelly O, I do really like those plays. And then, again, another value play here with Mike Muscala. Again, him and Amir Johnson, I think it's viable to play both if you want to. Right now, I think I would just lean towards Mike Muscala, but Amir Johnson certainly in play as well. And then, let's see. So a guard that, again, Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, you can't go wrong with either. I think I would just prefer the price discount on Jimmy Butler right now, but Ben Simmons certainly in play as well. And then lastly, so Marvin Bagley or JaMychal Green. Again, if Bagley, let's see, I think he's at 5.3. Where is Marvin Bagley? Yeah, 5.3. So if he doesn't have any minutes limit, I would plug and play Bagley. But if he's going to be limited, then I do like that JaMychal Green for some reason is listed as a small forward. So you could plug him in as your small forward at 4.5. Again, he benefits a lot from Jaren Jackson foul trouble. He still is going to play decent minutes no matter what. So 4.5K, I think he's got upside. So that's my core today. Again, if Marvin Bagley is going to play his full allotment of minutes, I'll probably take out Green, put in Bagley, and then you can go from there, spend up on, maybe Ben Simmons, maybe one of the centers like Jokic, or just, load up in that Golden State-Milwaukee game, and I think you would be pretty solid with that. So I personally will not be playing tonight because I'm actually going to the Chicago Bulls game, and I don't want to be on my phone the whole time checking information and stuff. Maybe I'll throw in like $10 or something, but I personally will not be playing. So in tomorrow's video, I'm probably not going to be doing a look back. But yeah, I really think this core is solid. And again, the spend ups, you got Jokic I really like, as well as the Warriors Bucks game. So I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. If you have enjoyed the content, please like this video, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section down below. It's also important to follow me on Twitter. I will try to be on Twitter and retweet stuff and give my thoughts as more news comes out. And yeah, I will be back Saturday for another slate then. So I'll see you guys then.